Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Look at these tins I'm missing. I'm not bothering with tins anymore. What the hell is that? I'm not bothering them anymore. Fuck. Obviously, somebody's been round sweeping up here with a big shovel, a big doodah shovel. So here we are, Greencornhills Roundabout, Stirling, well, Bannockburn. Actually, I think it's part of Stirling district. Probably at one time you wouldn't have called this Stirling, but that sign's not having a good day. See? It's not having a good day. That's how I felt this morning. That's how I felt when I got up. Like that. I fell over in the hallway. And that's how I feel about life. That sign sums it up. Yeah. So today what we're going to do, we're not going to do anything, we're just going up here and I'm going to go back home. Wow! Whoa dear, I missed that one. I always miss the goodings. I think what happened there was the car was in the it must have been in the wrong lane. I'm not sure how that happened. The peeping was coming from the truck, and this is single carriageway road, but it's a double roundabout. So obviously the car sort of butted in and the truck had to get its hooter on to say I'm here, sort of thing. And that's exactly what happened, I would say. Probably. So things like that happen. They do. So you think, oh, this is a good place to stand, but then nothing will happen if I stand here. Well, there's an X-Reg Polo, quite an old car. So we'll wait for a quiet spell to go over here. So I'll be standing here in about 5 o'clock this evening. Right, so we're going to go for it. Yes! Done it! We're doing it. There's nothing coming. Now I'll wait for this lot to get past. I could have actually legged it there, couldn't I? Could have done. Yeah. Could have legged it. Audi, nice Audi. 707 SPK, quite a cool number. And no, you know, your registration number is not, you know, people say things like, oh, you can't do that. You can actually. The registration number doesn't belong to you, which is slightly ironic when you think about how much money people pay for them. So that's the Oakle Hills down there. Could just see it in the mist. Just the outline. Unless that's I could have got over then. Will I go for it? No, I'm not going to go for it. No. Oh, there's a Mitsubishi. Quite like that. Got a horse in the back or something. Right. After that car, I'm going to go over. Right. I'm going. I think we're going to need to wipe your nose. Apologies. Sorry about that. I'm not really sorry. So it's like, I'm just talking a lot of crap here. Anyway, I was on Facebook and I was 99.9% of Western civilization disagrees with me. But the topic is, are you ready for this? It's a transgender swimmer called a big woman in America. And everybody seems to hate her. She was male, she's now female. Oh, they're saying that she shouldn't compete with women. See, from a point of view, I don't really give a shit about sport, right? So get that out of the way first. And anything that, that I'm good at is not as a result of my biology, my biological makeup. That'd be. There's only two things I'm good at. One's painting and drawing, and another one was chess, actually. But saying that, I'm probably not that much good now. I just was remarkably good when I was young. So that's got nothing to do with being male or female. These two things. As far as I know. Well, it might be, you could argue maybe it is, but I'd rather not. So, you know. So I just think that, so they're claiming she's a male, right? So she's a man, they're saying, right? But women have been invading male spaces. So you say, well, what are you talking about? Or the workplace, sport, the hospitality industry, as in bars. At one time, a lot of young people would find this astonishing, but women weren't allowed in bars. You know? Right, we can get across now. Yep. And then, you know, I mean, even for me, I find it hard to remember when that was, but when I started drinking, you had the lounge bar, and there was women in the bars, but prior to that, women weren't really allowed in bars. They went to the lounge bar. It wasn't until Ena Sharples started drinking, well, they started filming her drinking, that, oh yes, Mulgrew. He's got a little watch, not what I'm doing, but if there's anything coming, I'm a bit too close to get a good shot, but never mind. He's probably been a cowie. Probably. So, you know, but so basically it's almost like they've got caveats. So the suffragettes put caveats in what they wanted. They wanted to invade male spaces, you know, that'd be bars, drawing rooms, clubs, sport, but they didn't want any consequences. So the consequences would be that you've got to compete with males. So with Leah Thomas, she's tanking all the women. She's a faster swimmer. That's because of biology. So I'm in a very rare position that I believe sports should not be segregated. You know, that's what I think, but also I don't really give a shit that much about it either. It's because I don't do sport. It's football, I mean, I've got at least zero interest in women's football, right? I think the only reason you should watch football, either men's football or women's football, is because you want to look at their tits or their dicks. Not tits and, I mean, oh, I'm saying, sorry, that sounded wrong. You want to look at men's physique, you see a bunch of men jumping about, kissing each other, right? And they're not gay, but they're, oh, that's a nice one. Alex, what is it? Oh, I like that. Nice. Anderson, right. Oh, I've got a wee peep there. Nice. That was good. I quite like that when that happens. And they have pretty good they have good horns, don't they? So Stevenson from Avonbridge. Who would want to live in Avonbridge? Nobody. Yeah, give him a wee wave. Nah, didn't get nothing there. Never mind. Carton transport. So that's women, you know, sport explained for you. And you know what? I should have just not bothered because I'm talking a lot of shite. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, does it really matter? Yes, it does. So they pushed the women's football thing, and it's like, I'm not fucking interested. I don't want to watch that crap. It was the same with the cycling. You know, the cycling. They had the cycling thing. And Stirling, Glasgow, Stirling and that. It's like, I couldn't give a shite about it. A bunch of fucking wrinkly men, white men, right, with more money than sense, and push bikes, and we're supposed to subsidise it and pay for it. Well, their testicles jangle around, and we've got to shut down roads, you know, shut down the whole of central Scotland, so they can get on their push bikes with their lycra stuff, and claim they're not weirdos, you know? They are fucking weirdos. They're like accountants and bank managers, you know, and they haven't done any work. They've never done any work, any physical work. And they just get on a push bike and get in everybody's fucking way. Well, their stupid clothes and costumes and everything. That sounds a bit like what I'm doing, except I don't have a push bike. There was a thing on Facebook I seen the day about a huge giant hedge, you know, in Bannockburn. And I believe it to be up here somewhere. Fell. See, when I'm doing videos, it's always better when it's wet. I think it's because people have to take a bit more time about driving, so you get more of a concentration in traffic, climb, and you know, it just seems a bit more interesting. Anyway, that massive giant hedge is away up to the left somewhere. Ecan! Intex. So one of the problems I've got is I just start talking about everything, and sometimes it is out of context, or it's like, what the hell's that got to do with that? You know, like the women's sport, transgender swimmer, you know. I just think most people are dumb. Most people are dumb, and society's we're getting the rug pulled out from under our feet, and we stand there and agree with it all. Shouldn't be arguing about that stuff. Remember, you fight up and down the hierarchy, not across it. You know, skin colour, gender, sex, disability. You don't do that. You're wasting your time. You're falling for the claptrap. That's what you're doing. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I think it's time for us to shuffle off to Buffalo. Arnold Clark there, all of the cars. I'm glad they haven't caught fire yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any electric cars on there. I don't know if the motor trade's picked up a bit. I think it possibly has. Probably going downhill, well, being deliberately destroyed. And the lunacy of it all is incredible, you know. If you really look into electric cars, it's like, I can't get a grip of yourself, you know. That's not going to save nothing, that. Mining cobalt in Africa with your bare hands. But, you know, you don't have to do it. Oh, there's a phone call. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye! Don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who it is. I didn't even answer it. Oh, here we go. We got the cabs. Let's get it. Oh, yes. It's an ambulance. Yeah. And the phone's been weird. It might be that the water's gotten into the phone up. By the way, I've ordered myself a new phone. I would like to show you the state of this phone, but obviously you can't because it's all cracked to fucking ruined. So I hope you don't mind how incompetent. I walked into a Shell garage yesterday and tried to put my Shell points card to pay for the fuel, and a woman had, she looked like Her face looked like it had been used as an ashtray for the last 40 years. But I'm not wanting to be cruel, but she was really horrible as well. And she said, please forgive my incompetence. And she's just like, at the end of the day, I know that people don't like doing their jobs and you get pissed off with weirdos coming in. And I accept that, right? It's not easy, and you can't go complaining about people doing jobs because, you know, who's going to do it then? You know? You go, oh, that person's useless. Alright, we don't have anybody to cover for them. Sit in C5 there with a roof rack. They changed the saloon with that model, which, you know, obviously the previous models were a hatchback, which made it a bit tricky for me really, because I need a hatch. So it's got to be in a state if I buy one of them. Anyway, right, so she was grumpy as fuck, a woman in the Shell garage. And I actually felt really upset after the transaction. So I went in my car and started crying. I went to visit my friend. I had some cream donuts, but they didn't have cream in them, they were just chocolate. I've got a friend who consumes cakes at a fast rate of knots. Anyway, right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye! It's difficult to stop. There's always something turns up. Like that BMW. Traction control. You're not a real man. If you're a real man, you wouldn't have traction control. So, bye.